Also find out about lightsaber dueling that got Jedi wannabes picking up their sabers for battles. It's a rising art form gaining attention. Don't miss that, all after the break. Welcome back to The Breakfast Show.
Yes, may the force be with you.
Yes, exactly. Now, from Star Wars movies, we bring Jedi to the real world. And to talk to us about this whole adventure, as well as performance, they call it, we have...
lightsaber has noise.
That's the beauty of it. This is the modern lightsaber. We have Azmi Danuri, also known as Sas Ejit, founder of FightSaber. Good morning.
Hi, good morning. First,
Hi, good morning.
You switch off the sound. Alright, this is the extra side music effects.
That's
Amazing.
to give you like you actually feel the
It's
fight.
really nice to be under a rope. And now I know how it feels like to be mysterious and to be like Yoda.
Usually it's hot at conventions and all.
Yeah, it's quite hot, yeah?
Okay, Sas Ejit. Now you have your rope, you have your saber. So what is this FightSaber is all about?
FightSaber is actually a choreography group that we do we specializes in lightsaber fights.
Okay.
So we choreograph all the lightsaber fights and then we perform it on stage at events and all that.
Right, now this, you take inspiration from the New York FightSaber Club.
It's called New York Jedi.
New York Jedi.
Yeah.
So why did you decide to bring it to the Asian region?
Because usually in Asia we only see the normal stormtroopers, Darth Vader. We don't see much Jedi and Sith around fighting each other. So
No, we don't.
yeah, so I decided it'd be interesting to have this kind of performances.
Right. Sas. Now don't mind me calling you Sas, right? I think you like that. Tell me, how many times have you watched Star Wars?
I can't tell you.
Why not?
I lost count.
You lost count. Okay, would you say over
He's a
100?
big fan.
At least, I think.
At least 100. Okay, so you were inspired as a kid watching the series. Tell us what is it like now to be able to actually fight with real, lightsaber?
It feels surreal, but it's actually very fun. I get to be my own character, my own Jedi.
Right. So this is what the club is all about. You actually create your own characters.
Yes, that's
and have actually, sort of a fight with your opponent. You kickstart this club in Singapore. Where else have you kind of spread your wings?
In Indonesia, we have a club there also, and a few affiliates in Brunei and also other parts of Indonesia.
And how are they responding to this trend?
I think the lightsaber fever is taking the world by storm.
Wow, spoken by a true hardcore fan.
So where have you performed? I mean, where do you perform?
I perform at local conventions like Singapore Toy Games and Comic Convention, dinner and dances.
Right.
And I heard also weddings.
Yes.
Really? Weddings? Oh wow, this is something new.
weddings.
We don't actually perform at weddings. We just do a sort of a guard of honor.
Like a little gimmick when the bride and groom enters the hall. Interesting.
So how do you recruit your Padawans?
Usually through the Force.
Okay.
But, but
The Republic?
actually, people hear about it by word of mouth or through the internet, which is the main medium that we recruit.
So what is the sort of activity that you actually do with the club? What is the awareness that you're trying to create with this club?
It's actually I feel that it's a form of alternative arts, alternative performing arts that we want to achieve. It's so it's you don't have to, because you can be acting as well as doing sword fights,
Okay.
but not with a sword, but with a light up sword. So
So how much does one need to spend to be a member of your club? I mean, because these are these cheap? How much would you say they are?
for this one, the one you're holding, it's about $100 and $200.
Okay.
200 Sing dollars.
All right.
Okay, so it's about 450 ringgit.
Are they available for rent if they join your club?
We recommend that our new trainees get their own lightsabers in the end, but
Yeah.
when they first join, of course, they don't have their own lightsabers. They can.
So you have trainees who are professionals, who are in all sorts of careers,
Yes, that's true.
right?
Right.
So when you have engineers,
Yeah, we have engineers, we have scholars, we have
And
writers.
what are the kind of training that you actually put your members through to be a good, lightsaber fighter?
Usually, I stand them on their hands and then make them lift rocks with their minds. But
Are they, do you have also do you have also kids joining your club?
we don't allow kids to get in because of safety issues, because this thing can hurt quite a bit.
Okay.
You get-
so have you had injuries happen?
Yeah, to the head, to the arms, and you get like bums and here and there.
Dislocated shoulders?
No dislocations, not that bad.
Okay, so you do have proper training. I mean, like physical training.
Yes, it's sort of a pseudo martial arts thing. Yeah.
Interesting. So you act as a theatrical group also / pseudo martial arts.
Yeah.
You are in martial art, right? And you have studied martial art.
Yes, I did.
Okay, so you incorporate those. Okay, so you incorporate those moves into.
Yeah,
Okay.
because in the first place, all the choreography that took place in the films is all fused in with kendo, Japanese kendo, fencing.
Right. Now, I need to ask you this question because I'm sure some people are thinking this. Do people find you guys weird?
I think the lightsabers take the attention away from us.
Okay.
It's like, oh, it's a lightsaber, it's cool.
Yeah. So yeah, in fact, I was just at a mall last weekend and I saw an adult playing lightsaber with kids while walking around the mall, which is quite cool. It really attracts the attention of others.
Sure.
Now let's maybe you help us with a little demo as to how a usual dwelling is done.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah?
Show us
Okay.
your move, Grandmaster Jedi.
3 members.
Okay. Ooh, I love the sound of it. Okay, how do I switch it on again? I was
You just
without the sound. Alright. Sorry, mine's special a bit lah.
All right. Okay. So
My rubber is still huge, master.
the first move is to pose.
to pose.
So you hold your lightsabers right at the choke hole there. It should be around here. It should be around here. If you're a right-hander, your right hand on top,
Okay,
and the other hand right at the bottom,
right.
and you pose sideways.
Sideways.
Yeah.
Why must you put sideways, mister?
I don't know. I think it's
It's just I know
some
lah.
creative thing.
Okay, and then?
So your actual moves, how would they be? If you have to do solo, go ahead.
It's actually, this is one of the first moves that we teach our trainees.
Okay.
It's basically 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Okay.
Okay.
You've got martial arts elements in there.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Okay.
So you basically hit the shoulders, and you hit the bottom.
Yeah, you should hit the top right, top right, and top left,
Top left.
and then bottom right,
Bottom.
Okay.
and bottom left.
Nice.
Satyajit, show us some advanced moves.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
This is too simple.
Yes,
I
master.
think you should stand
Okay.
further back.
Another ones.
We don't want to get hurt.
Yes.
Just do a little bit of
close.
spin and do the slashing.
Okay,
Go ahead
go
with
for
that.
it.
Go
Go
ahead
for it.
without us because we want to see some advanced movements
All
here.
right.
Okay.
Wow.
It seems like you're gonna beat them right now anytime soon.
So do you have music accompanying? Because it definitely gives it more drama.
Yes, we usually when we choreograph our fights, and then we choose our own music, and then we also do our own live sounds, because you see, these lightsabers, they don't have sound, unlike that one.
Like my special one.
So we do live at the events. Itself, we go on the keyboard, and on computer keyboard, we press all the buttons and all the sounds come out like sounds.
So do you at this conventions and all this, right? Do you actually maybe have a little like challenge, like you challenge other fighters to kind of duel with you?
No,
Or it's
because
all
it'll be,
pre-prepared?
it's all choreographed. Yeah.
Okay, how do you maybe define a good dueling choreography?
To me, it's you must have a good mixture of lightsaber on lightsabers,
Okay.
and then we have use of force powers,
Right.
and then maybe a little bit of unarmed combat,
Okay.
and jumping here and there, rolling around.
How many
Well,
members
actually-
do you have in Malaysia now? Because you operate in several countries
Yep.
in ASEAN region. So how many members in Malaysia?
In Malaysia, currently we have no members because the club was dissolved
Oh,
for
I
some
see.
reasons. Yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
But I'm actually trying to look for new members to restart the Malaysian chapter again.
So
Start from
they
the
can
breakfast
contact you. You have a Facebook page,
Yep.
right? And your Singapore movement is pretty active.
Yep, really,
I
really
see.
active, yeah.
You know what, Sasay Dajit? A Jedi is not a Jedi until he can make his own saber. So how does that happen in yours?
Actually, we have a guy who makes all the sabers. This is made by one guy, that one, this is this robot.
I see. Oh,
Yeah, but we design our own lightsabers, and then we get our sabersmith to make it
Sabersmith.
materialize. As one of my members says, Smith Lord.
Smith Lord. How much can they go up to? I mean, how much do people spend? Because is this what you classify a hobby?
Yeah, it is a hobby, but some lightsabers are. Yeah, you can get it online for £1,000.
Whoa.
How? Wow.
And
So,
what would be the additional specialties on that
Usually
£1,000 saber?
It comes with internal crystals, which in the films they're supposed to have crystals inside the lightsabers,
Right,
and
right.
sounds and phasing effects.
Really make you feel like a Jedi. One last performance, Master. One last performance.
yeah.
Yes.
Give us one last
Yeah.
closing performance.
something-
Why don't you two fight each other?
You have to like show
Duel
us.
each other.
Yes.
So
Show
it's
us.
like
What
you
regions?
get the,
What
like you
regions?
get the normal.
Okay.
All we know
Alright.
is when we watch. So you can actually hit hard.
You hear the sound?
Yeah.
You hear the sound of my saber?
Oh my god. That's fun. This is fun. I think it's actually a stress reliever.
I know.
If you hit hard enough.
Do you go all out?
Usually we try to get it really fast and accurate, so it gets hard.
But yours is a choreographed movement.
That means it won't
I
break, is
see.
it?
It won't break. It will bend. It will bend a bit. It will bend a bit.
Alright. It's like the
So as you can see, my hand is still here, so it's not a real lightsaber.
Interesting.
Right.
Thank you
Well,
so much, Master,
Thank
Thank
you,
you
for
very much.
enlightening us
Yes.
with this lightsaber technique.
Now, if you do want more information, if you want to help Sasajit revive the Malaysian movement, do contact him. We have his contact details on your screen. Now, thank you so much. We will be in touch with you. May the force be with you.
May the force be with you too.
too.